Let's see what we are going to build in this video. Have you heard about Lotties? No, this is not any kind of videos or GIFs that is traditionally used in websites. This is a simple Lottie. Let me just turn off the simple Lottie animation and turn on the interactive one. The interactive one is really cool. When I scroll down, based on my scrolling position, the animation is performed. When I scroll up, the animation is again performed. This is really cool and really easy to make. Let me show you Lottiefiles, which is a library, you can say. You can find variety of Lottiefiles in here. All the JSON files, you can download them and all. Let me show you some examples. Yeah, you can see all these are not videos. When I right click on them, you won't be able to see download options. They are neither GIFs nor videos. All these are made up from JSON objects. When I click on discover animations, you'll see a lot of animations, and all these can be implemented on your website with simple lightweight JSON files. Let's dive into the code and see how we can implement this on our website. Let me first create a route inside the pages directory. I would name it lottie.js. I'm using Next.js, which is built on top of React. That's why the routing is much more easier for me. I'll simply initiate a simple blank component with RAFCE command, which adds a boilerplate. Now I will write something, Lottie page, and start the server by npm run dev, and I will do localhost Lottie, and let's see, the Lottie page is showing up. We are going to build two kind of Lotties, so it's better to modularize them. So I'll create a component. I'll create a directory inside components named Lottie, and inside it I will create Lottie component.js. Again, initialize another boilerplate and write this is Lottie, and import that Lottie component. Let's check out the preview. This is Lottie working fine. Now we will be doing everything inside this Lottie component from now on. Let's create two components. First one is Lottie component. Second one will be interactive Lottie, and we will be exporting both of them. So instead of default, just simply export an object which contains both of them, and now import both of the objects in the main page. So like we can show both of them. Yeah. And now in order to render the Lotties, we need a package. Let's install the package. I will open up another terminal and do npm I Lottie React. Press enter. It will take some time. It's now installed. So I will close this terminal and collapse this one. And in order to implement the Lottie, we actually need the JSON file. I have the JSON file around with me. So I will simply drag and drop the file inside my directory. This is the JSON file, in case you were wondering how this looks. It has all the paths and animation timings and all, everything you need. This is quite long file, so it's almost unreadable, and yes, this is minified, I believe. So we have to name import the file, import whatever name you want to give, animate or else animation JSON from /animation. What is the name of the file? animation.json. So this contains the JSON file, and now we have to import the Lottie React. Import Lottie from Lottie React. Now it's time to render the Lottie. I'll simply use this Lottie component, and let me first close this one and go into the code of this. You can see it receives this kind of props. I will control click on this one and again control click on Lottie options. You will see it has a prop called animation data. So I'll simply do animation data, and this object I will pass, and let's see what is the output. refresh, and yes, the output is showing up. And let's just style this one up a bit. So I'll simply add a class name not class ID, but rather a class name w10. This should look fine. This is a very small. I'll have to fix this and remove this. This is Lottie message, not this one, but rather comment this one. Make this 48, and let's see. Okay, looking fine. And I have to center this div. For that I will give h screen for now, which adds 100 vh, and width full, then flex, then do justify center, align item center, which is item center, and some dark background so the Lottie is much more visible, maybe 900. Let's see, give it a refresh, and you can see the Lottie is looking very awesome. Now let's play around with some of its attributes and props. So we can add something called loop false, which will make it animate only once. You can see it will animate only once, and then it will stop animating or going around loops, so it stops now. Similarly, you can do autoplay to true, which will automatically play the Lottie once the page is loaded or the component is re-rendered. And now going into the source code of this Lottie component props and Lottie options, you'll see there are a variety of props you can see. And yes, it has a custom prop called Lottie ref, not the actual ref actually. If you want to control this Lottie, you will have to create a ref. So I'll name this ref is equal to use ref. Import this. Initially it's null, and instead of doing ref like this as we use in our React components, we will have to pass this inside this Lottie ref prop. So I'll name this Lottie ref. I can do something like when the Lottie's animation has completed one single cycle, then go behind and complete another cycle on reverse. So I'll use this on complete function prop, and right here, whenever a cycle is completed, then do Lottie ref dot current. Then we will have to see what are the functions available that we can play around with. If you come to the code and scroll a bit upwards, you will see there are a lot of functions that you can play around. So we have a function called set direction. So I'll copy this one and click on this, and in order to see what kind of parameters does the function take, we'll come to the code again and click on this parameter types. Then you will see it receives only 1 or -1. So I assume the -1 would be for reverse, so we will do -1, and once we have made the direction reverse, then we will have to play this thing. And this Lottie ref is saying could not find name Lottie ref. Did you mean Lottie? Actually we have to take this name ref.current, and yes, again ref.current. If that is available, then play. This is the play function. Where it is, this is the play function. This will reverse the direction of playing, and this will actually play the Lottie again. So let's see it in action. I will just refresh this. The Lottie is playing in the right direction, then it completes, then it changes the direction and again plays reversely. So you have seen how you can use simple Lottie and play it in reverse manner or whatever you can do with this simple Lottie. But now it's time to see how you can make interactive Lotties. Now we will come to the main page and comment out this simple Lottie and enable the interactive Lottie, and inside this we will create the interactive Lottie. The interactive Lottie uses two kind of hooks, so we have to import that from Lottie React. First one is use Lottie, second one is use Lottie interactivity. With this use Lottie hook, you can simply create another Lottie animation. Let me show you how. First, create a variable named Lottie object. The use Lottie hook receives two parameters. First one is options. Let's create this one first. Const options. This receives animation data, which is the animation JSON that we imported. And second one is the styling. Let's create this object as well. Const style. Let's give it a height of, let's say, 350. And now we have to just render this Lottie object. Let me remove this one unnecessary thing and return the Lottie object, and let's see what it is. Okay, it's saying objects are not valid. Let's first console log this one. I'm not sure how this will turn out. Console log Lottie object, and let's pass a method Lottie object. Let's see what it is coming out. This is an object, and we have something as view inside this. We have to destructure the view, so I'll do view from this hook and return this and comment out the console log. Let's see what is in the action. Okay, we get our Lottie here. This is currently not interactive. For that, we have to use this hook as well. Now, in order to use the next hook, we don't need to destructure this. Instead, just do Lottie object. We need the whole object. So we'll do const animation will be use Lottie interactive hook, and inside the object we will pass this Lottie object as Lottie obj. This is the prop name Lottie obj, and we have actions. Then we get actions prop, and then another one is mode. The mode defines the type of interaction you want. We want this on scroll. We'll simply add the scroll inside a string. The action props takes an array. Let's see what it consists of. This has type, frames, visibility, and position. Let's first put a comma in here. Inside the visibility, I will simply say 0.1 to 0.9 maybe. Then type would be seek. You'll find all the options in here and you can play around from the source code itself. And then frames, you'll have to guess how many frames are there in your JSON files or the Lottie JSON, and simply pass 0 to 200 maybe. And let's see, refresh. Okay, we are returning view, but we should return this animation that we just created from this hook. So let's see, refresh. Now as our content is only 100 VH, we won't be able to scroll. So let's manually just increase the height. So I will do 1200 pixels. And let's try to scroll. This has turned out as an awesome Lottie. So you can play around with this frames and all. I will try to set it like 150 and the visibility to 1.8. When you now scroll, the animation is a bit different. In case you're wondering how you can get your own JSON files, the Lottie JSONs, I previously showed this website called Lottiefiles. It has numerous numbers of Lottiefiles. All you need to click on this free one and then click on download. You'll see you will be able to export this in JSON format. And this JSON file that you will be able to download, you just need to put in here and simply import it. If you're thinking that you can't find good animations or Lottie JSONs on their website, you can search the internet, or if you have prior experience on video editing or motion designing with After Effects or Figma, you can simply create your own JSON files. What the Lottiefiles website says, it has integrations over Figma, After Effects, Canva, Webflow, WordPress, and Framer. And there are multiple platforms besides them as well. So it was a deep dive into how you can implement the Lotties in React website. I hope you have loved this video. If you did, drop a like on this video. If you want access to the source code, the link will be given in the description.